Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Hello and welcome to Dimzy's Domain, and this is not Anime Balls Deep. Instead, they're featuring us on their channel to give you the top 8 facts about Digimon Adventure which you probably maybe didn't know. And this video is going to be presented and led by none other than our resident Digimon expert, Shady of Lightning.
What's going on, guys? This is Shady of Lightning, and today me and Dimzy are going to give you guys 8 facts about Digimon Adventure. Why 8? Because there's 8 Digidestins. So sit back and enjoy. We all watched Power Rangers when we were growing up. Saban were originally responsible for both Digimon and Power Rangers, and as a result, several voice actors intertwined between the shows. Wanda Lee, the voice of Scorpina, was voicing the young TK in the first season. Alpha 6 from Power Rangers in Space was the latter voice for TK. Robert Axelrod, who was the main villain in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Lord Zed, was the voice of Armadillomon and Wizardmon. Derek Steven, my personal favorite, was one of the generals in Power Rangers Turbo, but he voiced some epic characters in Digimon such as V-Mon, Piedman, and my personal favorite, Ken.
Real life plots. When the crew of writers went to visit Odaiba in order to see some references for the real world scenes, the place ended up being covered and blanketed in a very thick fog to such an extent where you couldn't even see a few feet in front of you. And as a result, this inspired the creators to cover Odaiba in fog using Myotismon's power, which was a huge plot point in the Myotismon arc. This is where the Battle of Odaiba happened, when Myotismon's minions were invading the city searching for the 8th Digidestin. This epic battle started with just some condensed water vapor.
We all know the infamous epilogue from Digimon Adventure 02, and we see many characters getting unusual jobs that may not have suited their character. For instance, Mimi being a presenter in a cooking show. Mimi never cooked in her life. Or Sora being a fashion designer. Sora was originally a tomboy. But the one that stood out for me was Matt being an astronaut. This was actually a plot point that was abandoned by the production team. There was supposed to be a third year of Digimon Adventure where enemies came from space, but it was never really picked up upon, and we got Digimon Tamers instead. This fact would destroy the hearts of many shippers out there, especially Taira, so guys, prepare yourselves. The director of the first 2 seasons of Digimon, Hiroyuki Kakudo, in an interview stated that Matt and Sora were planned to end up together from the start of the first season. This pairing was apparently foreshadowed from the moment where Sora entered the Cave of Darkness and she was all depressed. Yes, I get the fact that Joe was there, but Matt was there instead of Tai. Matt and Tai were the main love interests for Sora, so it was a big deal that Matt was there instead of Tai.
Cory originally was not supposed to be a Digidestin and was only supposed to be a mysterious side character, but during the middle of the series, when the staff wanted to add a new character to the 7 Digidestin, they decided to expand Cory's backstory and character. Now she is a major staple and being the transitional character alongside TK between season 1 and season 2. Speaking of Cory, her partner Digimon, Gatomon, initially had a male voice to the point where even 3 episodes were recorded with the male voice. Thank goodness the dubbers realized their mistake before it was too late and rectified it before any episodes with the male voice actor for Gatomon aired, and the potential problem of a boy Gatomon, a very boyish Gatomon, turned into a very female sounding Anja woman.
Come out of the sea, marching fishes!
I'm not scared of some kicking fish.
Originally, Bandai had created 8 armored Digivolutions with each crest. Even Wormmon was supposed to have his own Digi-Egg of Kindness so that he would armor Digivolve into Bukiamon. The Crest of Kindness was there for Ken for him to evolve Stingmon naturally, but the whole thing was dropped for DNA Digivolution instead.
Stand back, everyone! Pepper breath!
Digimon Adventure 02 is a controversial season among fans. It is well known for its infamous epilogue of the adventure seasons, but Adventure 02 as a whole didn't really flow well. It wasn't a whole cohesive season. After the Digimon Emperor saga with Ken, there were many filler episodes with the Digidestin fighting the usual monster of the week rather than a legitimate continuation of the story. The main feel to this season is that there are too many plot points that feel that they haven't been executed to its max, such as the Dark Ocean episode, the episode where Daemon appeared and wanted the dark spores from Ken, and Myotismon obviously coming back out of nowhere. The low cohesion in this season will be down to the next fact, of which there were two main writers for this season, Genki Yoshimura and Atsushi Maekawa. Both of these writers had two very different writing styles, Maekawa preferring more light-hearted stories whilst Yoshimura preferring the more character-driven darker stories. As a result of this, neither of the writers saw eye to eye, which resulted in many filler episodes to cover up for time of which they couldn't come to an agreement.
Positron laser! You have to admit that's rather impressive.
Here are some bonus facts and some honorable mentions which didn't make it into the top 8 cut. The general consensus is that Digimon is a ripoff of Pokemon, when in reality you can say that Digimon is a ripoff of Tamagotchi, with Tamagotchi being the small devices with digital pets of which the pet eats, sleeps and plays much like a real pet. The Digimon franchise first started off as a small device with digital pets much like Tamagotchi, and due to the popularity, Toei created Digimon.
Part War Greymon. Part Metal Garou. They digivolve together to become
Omnimon! Supreme Cannon!
We mentioned the Dark Ocean episode, which is episode 13 of Adventure Zone 2. That episode was written by a guest writer, Chiaki Konaka. The Dark Ocean as a whole, with Dagamon, were meant to have a bigger role in the grand scheme of things in this season, but nothing came into fruition.
And later on, Konaka was the head writer of the very next Digimon season, Digimon Tamer Season 3, whereby he expanded on his writing style, which he showed glimpses of in episode 13.
We're stronger than he is. We're a team.
It's destiny. After all, we're the Digi-Destined.
And that's it folks, if you guys knew the facts already we listed out, you guys know your shit about Digimon Adventure. Make sure to check out my channel where I give a lot of Digimon content and Dragon Ball Super content such as discussion videos and theory videos. And make sure to stay tuned for 5 things you did not know about Digimon Adventure Try. And a big thanks to Anime Balls Deep for featuring us on their channel. They have excellent content and with very exciting new anime content and top 10 videos to come. So make sure to stay tuned for that and of course subscribe to them if you haven't already. You may now exit Dimzy's domain. Thank you and goodbye.
Care for nothing.